Hello everyone, I am Prepper Princess, the author of Living on Almost Nothing. If you're interested in purchasing this book, I will go ahead and leave a link down in the description below, and I really do live on almost nothing. So we're going to make this into 3 or 4 days worth of dinner. You can really extend it if you use rice, but instead of rice, I'm going to be using the 2 potatoes because they're in my fridge and they're getting to, age. And it's the same with the carrots. And I went to the store to get milk this morning, and they had a ton of reduced meat. They were just bringing it out off the rack, so I filled up my freezer for $50, and it's looking pretty full in there. And it's all reduced meat. We got ground meat, steaks, and everything is reduced price as usual. And got some chicken left over. We got soups. We got a whole chicken. We're just stocked up. That is several months worth of meat for me because I don't eat a lot of meat. So one of the things that we're going to be doing to conserve and save money is the reduced meat, and we're not using a lot of it. We're just using like a third of it. And the reason we're doing that is because we're just using it for flavor, and we're going to get most of our vitamins and nutrients from the vegetables. And don't forget, when you cut up your vegetables, to save the scraps, and you can use the scraps later in soups and stews. So let's get to cutting. The potatoes separately. So this is going to be our starches for the meals. And then we've got our vegetables, and I don't even have a pot big enough to fit it all. It's actually overflowing. But we've got the bacon, mushrooms, broccoli. We got the carrots at the bottom, green pepper. Now that's another thing that we're all having to do at the store today, or these days, is make small changes to save a little bit of money here and there. So usually I buy, oh darn, don't catch on fire. I'm not accustomed to a propane stove. So usually I buy red bell peppers, and the red bell peppers were $1.59, but the green bell peppers were 69 cents. So I had to make a slight adjustment, not a big deal. I had to make a slight adjustment to the green peppers instead of the red peppers. Not a big deal. And everything else was on sale. I got the meat on sale, the bacon, and the bacon juices are gonna really simmer into there. And then once this cooks down a little bit, I'll have room for more mushrooms. If you don't like mushrooms, you can substitute. And a lot of people ask me if I compost. Well, I hate to tell you this, folks, but I don't have enough food waste to compost. I do compost my coffee grounds, eggshells, and whatever I can, but that's about as much waste as I have. And I simply don't have enough food waste to be able to do like a full composting. So I'll sprinkle those on top of my fruit trees and my fruit cactuses. Yes, cactus grows fruit. And that's about the best I can do, but I simply don't have enough waste to do like a legit composting thing. And you guys will see that this meal, or these meals, are a total cost of about maybe $6 or $7, and it's gonna go a really long way. Another thing that I do to save, I don't eat as much meat as the normal person. As you saw, this is only 4 pieces of bacon, and that's mostly just for flavoring. It really makes it delicious, but I'm not a huge meat eater. I mean, I do eat meat, but not nearly as much as anyone else. which makes things a lot easier for me. I do eat a lot of beans. I like beans. And lots of rice. I do like rice. So, you know, just make little changes here and there, and it's really going to make a huge impact on your food shopping. All right, it's starting to cook down, and I almost forgot to mention, never throw anything away. So just from cutting those vegetables, these are the carrot bottoms and the broccoli stalks, and I keep those and I use those for soup. You should never, if, you know, most people waste 50% of the food that they buy. It just gets shoved to the back of the fridge, and once it's shoved to the back of the fridge, people forget about it. I don't let any food go to waste in my house, which is why I'm able to live on like hardly anything. Like when you add everything up, I buy all of my meat on sale and then I stock up my freezer, and that's usually around anywhere between $50 and $100 for meat, and that lasts me for so many months. And then I just go to the store for my weekly vegetables and milk, and that's pretty much it. Or half and half, creamer for my coffee, and that's pretty much it, folks. I mean, since I cook at home all the time, I can't really cook, or I can't really eat out very often because it upsets my stomach, and I think that's because I'm so accustomed to eating so clean. Home cooked food. This is garlic powder. And I'm just doing this lightly. I don't want it to be too seasoned because the bacon's really going to bring out the flavor. A little bit of seasoned salt. And that's all I need. I'm not going to go with pepper because I've got the green onion in there, so that's going to leave plenty of flavor. The green onion and the bacon is just going to be plenty of flavor. And then the carrot gives it a little bit of sweetness. Oh, it smells amazing. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff. I can smell the bacon. And great thing about making it with bacon is that you don't need to add butter or oils because the bacon grease is what does pretty much the cooking part. And it looks like it's gotten down enough to where I can add the rest of my mushrooms. I hope. And it's overflowing again. It'll cook down. Okay, so I always make sure to drain the potatoes and the vegetables in a strainer just to make sure that all the extra grease and juices that have accumulated at the bottom are all good. And usually I cook 3 days at a time, so, or I guess 4 technically. So I'll make 4 meals. I'll eat one right then and there, and then I'll eat the other ones for the next 3 days. But this one made 5, so we're looking at 5 very healthy, very nutritious meals for about $7. So what is that, like $1.25, $1.50 per meal? And if you were to add, I mean, this has potatoes, but if you were to take out the potatoes and add rice, it would make it even more. So, and I am, again, I'm a 1 meal a day person. I just drink coffee throughout the day with creamer. You can, you know, to each his own. That's just what I do. And, you know, I don't know, every time I make a food video, there's critics. And I'm not a, if it falls on the floor, I'm going to pick it up and put it right back in the pot. So if you don't like that, you're not invited over for dinner anyway. All right, folks, I hope that was helpful. Just get your veggies and reduce your meat. You know, go for the lower priced bell peppers if you can. Save all of your food scraps so that you can use them later on. Just do everything you can not to waste food. And if you don't waste food, you're hardly going to spend any money on food, and it will really, really help out your budget. All right, folks, that's what I got for you today. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out. I would love to show you an exciting video of Rocky and I going for our hike this morning when it was fortunately below 85 degrees, but It looks like he is a little bit conked out from our walk to the point where his head is draping over the couch. Hey, Rocky, are you dead? You want a cookie? Let's get you a cookie. Oh, he's alive. He's alive. He's alive. Thanks to Money Mom, Sensible Living with Money Mom, Dawn, she sent us these wonderful treats because she just loves Mr. Rocky Pants, don't ya? You want this treat? Here you go. Oh, it's over here. Get it. There you go. It's good stuff, huh, mister? Yeah.